Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? Good. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that, one of my favorite saying, and that saying is, there is success on the other side of fear. So, what does that mean, guys? It means basically, a lot of people in life, you don't ever do the things you like to do or start a business, or when people offer you opportunities, you shy away from them opportunities because of fear, whether you realize it or not. You think of 1,000 different excuses to why you can't do things, and really those excuses are just a manifestation of your fear. A lot of people have, fears of, well, I can't do this, or ooh, it's not for me. And really, what is it? Stop and ask yourself these questions. What am I really afraid of? And if I'm willing to get over that fear, what is the reward on the other side? Fear is a dream killer, and it really is. And it has stopped more people from achieving success in life than anything else. People get an idea, they excited, they pumped up, they're ready to go, and they really afraid to tell somebody because why? They're afraid of being shot down. They're afraid of that rejection. They're afraid of somebody looking at them saying, man, that's a stupid idea. And I've talked about this before, because if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone, and if you're willing to get over your fears, and that fear is the fear of rejection, the fear of your friends laughing at you, the fear of your family telling you that's not going to work. When you get over that fear and take that first step, that saying, a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. And that one step is stepping over your fear. It's getting over the things in life that you're afraid of. A lot of people, when I talk to them about my travel business and partnering with me in my business, a lot of things I hear is, well, really, I really don't want to talk to people about this. And my question always is, give me one good reason why. And a lot of times they can't answer it. They're like, well, I just don't. What you're telling me is, I'm really afraid of that rejection. I'm afraid of people laughing at me, telling me something snide about, what I'm doing. I'm afraid about a friend not wanting to talk to me because they're afraid I'm always going to come at them with this. Look, let me tell you something. If you're afraid that your, quote, friend would laugh at you for a business idea, then let me suggest you get a new circle of friends. Because any group of friends, a circle of friends that's not willing to see you succeed, then you need to stop and ask yourself, is that a friend? Or is this a circle I need to be running with? If all your friends are going to look at you funny because you have a business idea, or they're not going to want to help you or be willing to help you succeed in a business, then maybe those are friends not worth having, right? Get your new circle of friends. And when I first got in this business and I heard people talk about this or tell me this, I was kind of like, well, that's crazy. Why would I want to get rid of my friends? Well, the truth of the matter is, they're not telling you get rid of your friends, right? They're not saying don't ever talk to this person again. But what they're saying is get with a group of people or a circle of people that are successful. Because if you want to be successful, the easiest way to do it is to hang with successful people. Get to know successful people. Get in a business that had successful people. Get you a mentor. And that was something that really in this business was the hardest thing for me to get on board with because of my fear. And I never realized it, that my fear wasn't people laughing at me or people thinking I'm crazy, because I was blessed with the fact that, well, honestly, I never really cared. But what I had to realize is that, to get a mentor, to have somebody mentor you in a business, you have to give up a little bit of yourself, give up a little bit of your control. And I never realized that until I got in the travel business and the business that I'm in now is that, my fear was control. My biggest fear was allowing myself, humbling myself to ask somebody for that help, right? To say, hey, you know what? Maybe I don't have all the answers. Maybe I do need help. And by allowing myself, opening myself up to that and getting over that fear, I learned a lot, not only about myself, about what I thought I couldn't do that I now realize and know that I can do, but I realize that there are a lot of people out there that are willing to help you succeed, right? When you get in the right business with the right people, that ought to be the first sign right there. If you in any type of business or any type of group and people aren't willing to give of themselves and help you, that's a red flag. You don't need to be there. When people that are in business with you are in competition with you, that's a red flag. That's maybe not something you want to walk into, right? One of the things I didn't do before I got in this business, I didn't read a lot. And one of the things my mentors told me was, man, look, in order to be successful, you need to read. You need to learn what it takes to be successful. And through reading and mentoring, I learned, there are businesses to be in and businesses you want to stay away from, right? Because a lot of people, when you talk about a multi-level marketing business, they run. They up and run. They want no part of it. Well, the truth of the matter is they don't understand it, or they've heard somebody speak bad of it. Look, and I tell people, are there multi-level marketing business you want to stay away from? Yes. Are there multi-level marketing businesses that you might want to take a look at? Yes. Because one thing, when you get to reading and really looking at the lives of people that are successful and have become very successful, one of the things a lot of them, as you read, will say, the best way in today's market, in today's society, to really get ahead in business is to get in a multi-level marketing business. I have, I talk a lot about this book here. It's a really great read. And one of the things when you read this book, it's one of the things it talks about, one of the best ways to cut your teeth in business is in a multi-level marketing business. And I'll tell you why. One of the things that I found out about it is just that one simple word, mentorship, right? No other line of business you'll get into where people will be willing to mentor you, right? You go out and you start your own business. Say you go out and start a grass cutting business. I don't know, I'm just using this as an example. How many people you think in a lawn cutting business are going to come over and show you and tell you what it takes to be successful in the lawn cutting business? See that thing behind me? I'm also a charter captain, a licensed charter captain. How many licensed charter captains you think are going to came to me and said, hey, Tommy, now that you're in this charter business, let me show you what it takes. Let me show you the spots. Here, this is how you do this. How many charter captains you think I can go up and say, hey, Cap, I hear you one of the best daytime sword fishing caps out there. Show me everything you know. You think he's going to willingly tell me and show me everything he knows? How to be successful in that game? No. But let me tell you, when I got into the travel business, right, I met a lot of people. I met a lot of successful people in the business. And the one thing that impressed me the most about it was there was no competition, that everybody was genuine and everybody wanted to really help you grow your business. And that was unusual for me, being in a competitive business like charter fishing business, And as I grew in that business, The one thing that I learned I had to do in talking with a lot of people is, look, guy, you got to open up. Get you a mentor. And I've had a lot of people mentor me in this business and take me under their wing and say, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what I need you to do. And, they became accountability partners, and they really poured their heart and souls into me and helping me build this business. And that's one of the things that I learned along the way, until one day one of my mentors said, there is success on the other side of fear. And said, do you know what that means? And I was like, tell me. And they said, basically, once you learn to start overcoming the tiniest fears you have, each step gets easier and easier, and then you begin to do things that you never thought you could do. And then once you start doing them things and get over those fears, then success is yours. And for me to sit here recording this and doing these Facebook blogs, that was a big step for me, because when I got in this business a year and a half ago, I could never sit here and do this. I didn't like the way I looked on camera. I thought I looked funny. I thought a lot of things that now I realize were just fears. They were just fears that I had that I made a lot of excuses for that I just never realized was a fear. So fast forward 19 months later, here I am. I have a successful travel business. I have a successful travel marketing business, right? Not only do I am a licensed travel agent, I own Go South Travel, but I also am a Planet marketing rep, and I market the travel business to people just like me, people that were out there looking, that knew there was something more, and people that, like myself, that realized that, if you're going to make it in life, you need more than one stream of income. I currently have 4. I am currently, I'm going to retire here in 22 months. Matter of fact, today, my wife and I sat down with some friends of ours and missionaries. They live in Costa Rica, and that's kind of what we were talking about. We went and sat down and had lunch, and we're beginning to make plans for that, that day. Or is it going to be Costa Rica? Is it going to be Panama? 24 months from now, these multiple streams of income will allow me to retire from my current job and live out my dreams. We'll be moving our fishing business to Costa Rica or Panama. But the great thing about our travel business is it comes with us. It comes with us. The other thing in talking to people, I realize in their fears, a lot of people don't have the income, or should I say the finances, to start a business. That's a big thing, man. And I tell everybody this, as a business coach, before you get into anything, do what I did, right? And research the hell out of the business you're looking at. Because before you get into anything, you want to know, number one, is this something I can do? But number two, and most important, is it legit? Is it legit? The things I'm hearing people tell me, are there, is it the truth? Basically, the story goes with me, and I say this all the time, I had my lawyers look my travel business over up and down before I got in. To me, it wasn't so much about the startup costs, the overhead involved in it, because any business you get in is going to have startup costs and overhead. You can see some of the poles behind me, which you can't see as the poles on the side. I roughly own about $20,000 worth of fishing gear. That's just my fishing gear. That's not the boats, the motors, and all the other stuff that goes along with it. So if you're going to get into business, there's always risk. And that's the other thing I tell people. Look at your risk versus reward. Any business is great to get into that you love and feel passionate about, right? But, just because you feel passionate about it, what is the risk versus what's the reward? And that's a big thing in business. Me and my wife, and looking at retiring, in the travel business, we get to travel. One of the places that we've been to and my wife loves, and honestly I love it, is France. You know, my wife was looking at, well, why can't we retire to France? Well, the truth of the matter is, she loves it. She loves France. But the risk versus the reward, right? It comes down to, hey, can we retire here no matter how much we love the place, how much we love going there and being there, and the atmosphere and the whole 9 yards. You know, the south of France is, man, gorgeous. But the truth is, it could be all that. But the risk versus the reward in this case is, you know what? Can we retire there and live comfortable there, no matter how much we like being there? So anytime you look at a business or anybody approaches you with an opportunity, I'm going to tell you the one thing you need to do is do your due diligence. Look it up, look it down. And if they pressure you into joining tomorrow, well, wait, hold it. Pause. Take pause. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I was never one to ever think I would get into a multi-level marketing business, right? You know, the pyramid schemes and all that crap. I never really, you know, Amway and all them. I've heard the horror stories, and I wanted no part of trying to sell you overpriced toothpaste. That's just not me. I'm not a salesman. I'm really not. Or let me say this. I never thought of myself as a salesman, right? So when I got offered this business opportunity, I did my due diligence. I looked at it and said, hey, you know, travel, man, that's great. I got in it for the travel side, started traveling. You know, I've been pretty much all over. You know, we've been to France, Dubai, Mexico. We're going back to Mexico. Matter of fact, a lot of people know, you know, we had a trip planned. We was going to go to Costa Rica in September. But as a travel agent, we got offered an opportunity to go on a fam trip, which is a familiarization tour that, you know, we just can't pass up. And being that I work in corporate America, they have this thing called vacation time, right? And vacation time, well, it doesn't really work out with time freedom, right? When you work for a company, you don't have time freedom. They tell you when you can go on vacation, how much of it you can get, and unfortunately, when you can take it. So, you know, I don't have enough vacation time now to take 2 trips. So we decided, man, we're going to Playa del Carmen, you know, fam trip, 4 Diamond Hyatt. Hey, you know, it's one of them things. And sometimes as a travel agent, the great thing is you get too many travel opportunities. And, you know, we'll talk about time freedom next week, next Monday morning, because you know, that's something people don't talk about. I'm not going to get off on that right now. But really, today, what I really wanted to talk about, and I really hope it sinks in that, you know, there is success on the other side of fear. And no one, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink, right? I can tell you all day long what it takes to be successful in this business, you know, and really the models are there for most any business, you know, but if you're in a business without having the ability to have somebody mentor you in that business, it's a struggle. And like I said, no matter what you get into, you want to be a real estate agent or whatever, notary public, any business you want to get into, if there's competition in that business, you want to be a charter captain, there's competition. People are not going to help you to succeed. People are not going to take you and teach you to be better than them. It's just not going to happen. So you need to set yourself up in a situation where you're in a business that people are willing to mentor you, that it's not a competition. And anytime you can get involved in a business like that, what you need to do, the keys to success, be coachable, be willing to learn, be willing to put in a little time and do what your mentors are telling you to do. And then the ultimate key to success in any business, it's simple. Never quit. never quit, because it is proven. It is a proven fact that in any multi-level marketing business, the people that succeed are the people that, what I just said, are willing to be coached, are willing to put in a little time, are willing to listen, to do what your mentors tell you to do, and never quit. If you stay in a business, multi-level marketing business, 10 years or more, your success is guaranteed. Those are not my words. Right here, read this book. It's in this book. These are people that, right there, right here, they're millionaires. They've made it. They've made it. Any book you read, right here, this is another great book. It's in this book. These books aren't written by people who have failed. They're written by people that have made it. The people that are at a point to where many of us want to be. So if you take that little bit of advice, take that journey of 1,000 miles, right? Take that first step, and you realize that there is success on the other side of fear. You can't lose. So let me tell you, I'm going to tell you this, and it is what it is. If you want to take that first step, you want to take that first step in that journey, hit me up, get with me. I'm willing to help you any way I can. You know, you ever thought about being a travel agent, want to get in a travel business? I'm here for you. So let's take that journey of 1,000 miles together. Let's take that first step in that journey of 1,000 miles. And let me show you that there really is success on the other side of fear.